On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submit for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 195, recorded live on February 21st, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. And as always, we are joined by producer Tom.
Guys, how's it going today?
Stop doing the same damn one, dude. Guys, you have to give him ideas down below in the comments because he's just going for the, hey, how's everybody doing, like the nice guy. Guess what? We don't want that. We want jokes of the day. We want words of the day. Let us know what you want to see in the comments down below. But if you guys want to get a fast pass, which, by the way, Tom, I haven't told you this, 40 fast passes in 2017 already.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's almost one every single day for 2017. So if you want to get a fast pass, go to pimpmysetup.com/perks. You can skip the line to get on to the next episode. If you want to get on the show, we're currently booked up to 314.
Something like that.
314. Go to pimpmysetup.com/Q. Get your setup on there. Even if it's not the best thing in the world, just claim your spot. Get a spot on the queue. We're looking at like probably closer to December at this point. So you just kind of want to get on 2017. You know what I'm saying? But in addition to that, setupaddicts.com is the Facebook group, 22,000 members. If you want to join the Discord, go to discord.gg/Matt. I think there's also a link down below, and that's where we're chatting, have a good time. If you subscribe on Twitch, you get a special role on Discord, as well as emotes and all that fun stuff on the actual live stream, which, by the way, people still don't realize. We do these live, man, okay? Live, twitch.tv/swashin, or even youtube.com/swashintv, or even text the word live to 94033 to find out when we're live. Is that a lot of info for people?
No, it's not. It's very informational.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's good stuff. So let's hop in to the first setup of the day. Now, Brandon here, he's 26 years old. Apparently, he owns a pizzeria. Now, he didn't say if, like, you know, mommy and daddy owned the pizzeria, but he's 26. It's possible. He could very well own his own pizzeria, which, if so, great stuff. That's really cool. He uses his setup for work and gaming, and now I don't know if you're going to see this. It's kind of a tricky thing to see, but I think if I'm not mistaken, yeah, second photo, zoom on in closer to the monitor. Yeah, over by that cup specifically. Oh God. Oh Jesus. We got a subscriber. Go by the cup, Tom.
Okay.
Zoom in. That, you see that?
It's a gun. Yeah.
That's a gun. Oh man. Okay, first off, this is not the first gun that's been real on the show, but like it's been a long time since that used to be an ongoing joke in the community where every setup they saw, they'd say gun, 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 gun. But now there is actually a gun. Now, here's the thing. Brandon, if you actually own a pizzeria, man, where are the pizzas mounted to the wall? Make a pizza and solidify it so it lasts years to come. And then pop it up. How sick would that be?
I mean, probably wouldn't be a realistic thing to do, but you can try it.
Yeah. Someone said, protect the pizza. That'd actually be hilarious if that's like the intent of it. But yeah, so I think really we're not going to spend too much time on this. The placement of the PC I don't think is great. The just out of sight, out of mind for around the setup seems a little bit crazy. Like a lot of little things like, yeah, we get it. You vape. Let's put that, I guess if you need it that close at all times, then go for it. But you need some storage under the desk. That'll help a bit. Clean up. Just get those cables situated because obviously there's nothing really going on. It's a cool desk that wraps around the whole room, but you're not really utilizing it at all. You're not doing anything with the wall. There's no theme. Usability is okay. I think the PC could easily go somewhere else and it wouldn't be such a abrupt placement. It seems like a stupid spot for it. If anything, it should be sideways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what do you think he should do for theme?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's into. I don't know if he's into sports or into video games. I mean, he has the Xbox controller, so you'd think he's some sort of a gamer. So maybe posters of your favorite games or something like that. I really don't know what he's into, so
it's hard to tell, and that's the problem. So kind of butchers his own score, but I would say just start fresh, figure out.
It basically is fresh. Like literally, he doesn't really have much like here. So.
He doesn't have much, but at the same time, I feel like he has a lot. like the desk. But I know what you mean. Like it is a blank canvas, basically. That's the beauty of it. Plan out what's your theme, what kind of stuff you want to do, get some like LEDs, whatever. He said that this is also the master bedroom in his place that he converted specifically for a gaming room. But I don't look at this and say like, damn, that's a gaming room. I think like
it's just an office that like a 40-year-old man uses, basically.
Yeah, that's what I see. So pimp it out, make it look good. But let's get to the next setup. Now this, oh, baby. Anton, 22 years old. He says that he's currently living in a 2-room apartment with his girlfriend. So he had to put his setup in the corner of his living room. Nothing wrong with that. And it's pretty cool that your girlfriend's okay with it. I mean, I'd drop her ass if she said no. Just kidding. I can't get grip. But I think it's freaking sick. He says this is where he relaxes. He plays games. He watches YouTube, so on and so forth. And also that small tree, you see that? That's real. That's real. He says,
it's going to grow to be 18 feet tall.
Yeah, right. He has to actually put it like in front of the window throughout the day just to make sure it's growing. It's going to be a big tree one day. But I love this setup. And my favorite part of it is definitely the Star Wars theme. He did a great job with it. I love the art.
Very unique. I've never seen them before.
Yeah, I want to know where to get that. Someone link me because that is sick. I hope they do more than just those two. But I read something in his email. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really write it down in the my little document. But there was something about the 2 posters not being level, which I could see. But apparently there's a reason. I don't know. It's a little thing. Doesn't really. It looks like the one on the right's smaller anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's just because it's lower,
it's
higher.
hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't know. But regardless, he's got a lot of cool different things, like a book. What are those? Rogue One, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, he's got a lot of cool things. Now, as far as the rest of the setup, the cable management, I mean, look at that. That's cable management. It goes across the molding at the bottom. That's what he has to do. Boom. It works. It's nice. It's clean. It's to the point. The only thing I could possibly say is the left monitor is not really, my favorite thing in the world. And I think like a lot of people are saying, an ultra wide or even just a bigger single display will definitely help this setup out. And I think then you could get rid of having dual displays because in such a tight spot, it's hard to have 2 displays and have it work nicely. But of course things here and there, of course I'll always say speakers, but I would assume he's in an apartment. He's not a huge fan of speakers. He can't really use it too often. But again, everyone's on the same playing field. It's really, really great. And someone was saying he needs a new desk. I do not agree. You have to understand, finding a desk that fits the small corner of an apartment living room is not the easiest thing in the world. And I think it just going over the molding of the door just a tad is not the end of the world. I think it's great. I think eventually he's going to move into a new place and maybe the desk will be perfect. So I like it. But yeah, I think, is there anything more you could really do to it, Tom?
No, not really. I mean, it would be too much if you put a poster or a shelf. Maybe if you put a shelf on the right side of the wall. I don't know if you can, or it might be too crowded or something like that.
That's a good idea, yeah.
But I don't know, maybe putting the other poster on the other wall, so it makes it...
Yeah, single on each.
Yeah. So it doesn't feel too crowded. It's not too crowded, just... You could probably move it to the other wall.
Yeah, maybe more Star Wars pop vinyls. I have quite a few up there, probably 30 or something. But yeah, I think it's great. Someone said, "Where are the headphones?" I mean, are you serious? Do they not show? Yeah,
no, they show it on the far back,
right there, dude. And someone just said the frames aren't even. Have you been watching the show? I already talked about that. Anyways, guys, I love the setup though. Freaking awesome. Love the posters. Really, 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 really nice. Next setup submitted by Matt. He's 13. Love setups and YouTube. And apparently, if you check, is the Gaming Melon. And I believe that's actually his channel and everything like that. So if you want to check it out, really cool art. Looks good. And I like that it's a part of your setup. So good job. But here's the thing. I'm going to be short, sweet, and to the point. You go to the next photo. Cable management. Cool. You were not seeing anything droop down. I think if I remember correctly, it's kind of like a dark photo. You see some cables on the left. I mean, you see a little bit here and there, but it's just a lot. And I think that it's a lot of different colors, which kind of works for you because you got the melon, watermelon. So watermelon, the green, it's all kind of crazy. So I don't think it's awful, but what I think is awful, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but it kind of came across as that. So, all right, I guess I'm a dick. But the monitors, man, I mean, $19.99 cold. They want that shit back. Just gotta go. you got to just stick. I mean, the main one is great. It's the 23-inch AOC that I had the 27-inch, 3 of them. Wonderful monitors. The small one's just as good. It would be perfect if you just kept that, if I'm being honest. The side ones, I don't know, man. They're kind of hurting more than they're helping. And, look at your mouse pad. It's up on the TV stand or whatever, if it's actually a monitor. It makes it look worse. I mean, also the mouse pad I don't think really fits at all. Not just physically, but I don't think it aesthetically fits as well.
I think the red just makes no sense. He has like a red chair.
It's
red,
very bright,
and
too.
then like PC too. It's just like I wish he just stuck with like the blue, lime green theme.
Yeah, because it matches his logo, his art, all that stuff. So I don't know, man. It's a lot. I think the desk, although it's like built in, I think it's really hard to work with, considering you're going for like a cool, badass setup. So it's not awful. Okay, you just have to really condense. And I know I was the same way when I was a kid. I was like, oh, I have 7 monitors. I'm going to use them all. And even though most of them were crap, you just gotta kind of like throw them out and, maybe sell them on Craigslist for like $5 to a drug dealer or something. And then you'll be good to go. But I think, the left side, like Tom said, you got red throughout the computer. Like, I don't know if you could change that, but I just think clean up everything. There's a lot. I don't really have much else to say, unless you do, T.
No, I mean, it's just very, very crowded. I would just start like removing stuff.
Yeah,
basically.
And people made a good point. There's no headphones that we can see, and there's no speakers. So, again, that's gonna hurt score. But having the microphone where it's at, I don't know if it works like reaches your mouth perfectly, but that is smart because you definitely didn't have room anywhere else. But anyways, let's go to the next setup submitted by Kristoffer. He's 17. He uses this setup for gaming and sometimes schoolwork. He is going for a red theme, which I didn't get that vibe at all.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming. And he's thinking of getting a new desk. So here's the thing. I'll say this. Surprisingly, the desk works for you. Until you're moving how you're using the corner, if you're going to go for like a L desk, okay. But you don't really have room for anything that's bigger. I mean, if you go to the next photo, you can see how close that really meets the door frame. So it's like, okay, I think that's really all you can get. If anything, you can get a Linmon if it fits and then have like the Alex drawer. And that way the drawer, because the drawer you have now is like ginormous. So at least it would take up less room, but I wouldn't even waste your money on that. I'd wait until you are in a different spot with more room. You can really expand the setup itself. Aside from that, everything else is like really nice. You spend your money on your chair, peripherals, the red flows through. I think it's great. If you wanted to go crazy, you could try to like sand down the desk and throw some black paint on it or something. That'd be cool. Do some red accents across a certain part. Like you tape it out, kind of like how we did that cool backdrop for Dad. You do drop some tape, do some red stripes across it, make it look really sick. But that could be a lot of work. And like I said, everything is fine how it is. You can get headphone mount for under the desk, get speakers. You can add a little bit more to it with maybe an extra set of LEDs that are maybe a little bit brighter, a little more in your face, and then it really flow through. But I think it's good. It's just nice. It's hard to have a real theme unless you're doing something on the wall, which it looks like he has a whiteboard maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Because it's empty. So I'm thinking that's just like a whiteboard, which isn't centered. So that kind of like triggers me a little. So I'd center that. If anything, I'd actually put that on the right side where the chair is. Where the chair is in that photo specifically. And it was sitting right there. And then actually put something cool on the back wall, because if you're using the damn whiteboard, why are you like leaning over your desk?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, I don't know if it is or isn't.
It might just be an empty frame.
Yeah, which in that case, I don't know what the hell he's doing there. But where are the headphones? Oh my, I think it's the same guy. I may punch you in the face. They're right there, buddy. Which is why I said get a headphone stand or a headphone mount. But it's good. What does he do though to improve the theme other than just hanging shit up on the walls? Not
that that's all you can do. The space is not really helping you.
It's tight. Yeah.
And like you said, like you just have to wait to do anything to your setup after you like move or just move somewhere else. Yeah, that's basically all you.
Or your mom's
can
like, here, you could use the basement or something like that. So
this is fine, but it's like perfectly fine. It's a good
Yeah.
setup, good usability. Everything's fine. It's just there's not much you can do.
Yeah, and it's like it's not blowing my pants off, but it's still like shit. That's a good theme. Like it just works. So, anyways, next setup submitted by Michael. He's 13, and this is his setup. Now, the empty shelf is actually for his amp, which he said is broken and getting fixed currently. So, just not a random shelf there for no reason. But damn, having the speakers up that high, homie, like I'm sure they're great because they're not just, some small Logitech ones, but that like hurts what you could have done for a theme in such a small, tight area. The wall space is so valuable here because you can't really fit too much throughout the setup. If you put stuff up on the left wall or the right wall, it could work, but it's not going to be ideal. Plus, it's a difficult setup to work with. But you still have a little, like the left side, you could easily put some on there. And although it's not directly connected to the setup itself, it still will add a little bit of color. But here's the thing. First off, sick photo taking skills. That. He's like, I'm not going to be in the photo. But I think you have a lot of cool accessories. You tried to put some stuff into the theme. But it's just like, look how deep the desk is. It's obviously not deep enough. Except, I will say this. If the plant, which I can't tell if it is, I don't think it is the plant on the windowsill or is it on the desk?
It's on a windowsill.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, homie, push the monitor back. But it looks like there's actually a separation from the desk to the wall. Because that's where the cables are going down and stuff like that. So, like, that's really rough. That's not a deep desk at all. And that's why everything looks so cramped when really it's not like the worst thing ever. So what I think you want to do here is probably, the freaking window isn't even centered to that like nook.
That's the first thing.
So like I was going to say put the computer down, but it actually works because although it takes up desk space, it centers the monitor to the window. So I think that like it's just a hard one. The tablet makes it look a little more cramped than it could be. I'd move the microphone arm down all the way if possible. Maybe mount some of the stuff underneath, like your, I don't know what audio piece that is, what brand or whatever, but mount that underneath. Headphones got to go underneath. You got to find some colors, some LEDs, things like that. Little things you could do where you can't actually mount anything to the wall. That's going to be important. But cable management is not even really a management. Like, it's just kind of like YOLO swag. Not a fan of that. Looks a little like, half-assed, I guess you could say, or like not even assed at all.
Those power bricks are so ugly too.
Yeah.
Like, you just need the single strip one. I mean, you're not plugging in too many things, it looks like. You still have a couple slots open. So I would get a single strip one so you could put it to the back of the leg.
Unless it has like the power protection and everything like that.
Maybe, yeah.
I'd say just mount that shit to the bottom of the desk. Otherwise, yeah, you could have 2 power strips on each side. You could come up with a lot of different solutions. But, I would say that the cable management there is the worst we'll see today. But next setup, submitted by Frank, who's 24. And, 24. Okay. He loves to play games, hopes to hang up posters soon. Well, God, Frank, I hope you at least put posters up. I mean, that's really the only problem with this damn setup.
Worries, though.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Right away, people are going to be like, oh my God, why was this on setup? Been setup, not setup nightmares. Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's actually not gross. There's like plastic on the floor. There's books and stuff, but it's not like, feces or anything to that extent. Also, cable management, I mean, you have 37, I counted 37 zip ties throughout the setup. And yes, cables are going through, but do you even know what zip ties are for, homie? And like, it's bad enough they're white, but like the fact that it's just like, what are you even going for? Like, zoom in on the blue cable on the front right leg. Look at that. What are you doing? And the purple, man. I mean, I'm a fan of purple. I think purple's cool.
Barney the dinosaur, basically.
Yeah, but that purple is hideous, and it looks like shit.
I mean, honestly, if he had it was like a nice purple wall, and he had like purple peripherals, and he was going for like a purple theme, it would probably look okay. But he's got green LEDs in his PC. He's got the red mouse mat. It's just all over the place.
Well, here's the thing. The speakers aren't usable. The monitors look like complete different angles. You have to fix that. It's pretty easy to fix. It takes like 2 seconds. But here's the thing. If you're going to actually go and attempt cable management, first off, black zip ties. Everything feeds through the back, goes along the desk, to the leg, down the back portion of the leg, zip tied. And when you zip tie, you don't have to use like 47 zip ties. You literally could get away with like 2 or 3. And then once it gets to the bottom of the floor, that's when you let it spew out. But you gotta, I don't know what you're doing, man. This is just awful. You got a red mouse pad, blue mouse, green computer, purple walls. and an umbrella. And at least, you know, if it rains, Frank's ready to go. Just he's got his umbrella ready. So, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's awful.
It's not bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, really. Me and Tom already said it. It's the easiest setup to fix.
It's so easy.
Because a before and after photo with a setup like this, it'll literally make people think you did like Nutrisystem and lost 100 pounds or some bullshit, you know? So, yeah. You got anything? Because I'm just going to go.
Nah, just go.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows when he needs to fix. Probably not, but yeah.
He's 24
knows.
though. Like,
Guys, in the comments of this video, please tell him when he needs to fix.
And roast him.
Roast him.
Do it. Anyways, next setup submitted by Raphael. He's 14. He wants to hang some posters up. He loves Gunpla and Gundam.
Yeah,
robots.
Those are like anime.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but what a cool shelf. Really, really nice. But hey, Raphael, what the bro? First off, you have so much room to the right from what we can see. You know, again, from what we can see, we don't know if you have like 30 million things off to the right side, but you move the damn desk over to the right and then take the shelf and put it in the corner. What?
There has to be something wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that because you're really losing a lot of real estate on your desk. Like, it may not be the end of the world when you're looking at the photo, but picture sitting there, one wrong move and Gunpla, goddamn. I mean, damn. Like, they're just you gotta knock the whole shelf over. And in addition to that, he also has like his Xbox over there. So like, really, I mean, I get it. You might be tight on space, but not my favorite having that there, which is hard, you know, if you don't have enough space. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. Having the controllers and a poker chip, which whatever the fuck that's for, but, you know, that's why.
It's his like, what's the thing called that you put your drink on?
Oh, coaster?
Coaster, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
a really small coaster. What is this, a coaster for ants? But if you had like an Alex drawer for one set of the legs, first off, you wouldn't even be able to use the damn thing unless you move the shelf and everything. But if you had some sort of storage, the controllers, all that should go in there. You know, I don't necessarily hate the monitor being where it's at, but I do think it could be better. You could use it easier. And I get it. You're probably not using it for your Mac. But for gaming, I feel like that's probably in a super awkward spot. I feel like it's just super easy to fix. Very easy to fix because you have the theme. If you had the posters, your theme score would be like a 10. You know, like Altoids, man, come on, what the fuck? Like empty ear pod case, just a lot of that stuff can go. Keep it to like the collectible kind of stuff. Easy setup to fix, but hey, you're literally 14. At least you're not Frank, who's 24.
Yeah.
Cable management, he said he tried his hardest, but when you try your best, but you don't succeed.
It's not super bad.
It's super bad, Tom. Because you know what I find bad about it? You attempted. And you didn't do the easiest thing in the world, which was literally just bring it down the leg tight, not like loosey goosey. What are you doing, homie? And like the stuff that's running along the floor, put the power strip bottom side of the desk. Take those cables. Guess what? They're never gonna need to touch the floor, never, ever, homie. Okay, so boom, easy to fix. Okay, I definitely think it is, right, Tom?
Yep.
Let's go to my favorite set of the day, submitted by Jordan, 13. Love this setup. He likes playing CSGO, Destiny. I mean, look at it. He's got everything you could want.
Storage.
A lot of storage.
He's got great cable management.
Yeah, he's got cool little candle light LEDs.
That's very cool.
I like them. Super cool. I think that it's just, I would probably give this like a 96.
But he updated his setup, didn't he?
Oh, he did?
He did.
Shit. Okay, well, let's check it out then. What? Bro! Damn! Is that the same? Wait a second. Is that the same poster and blade? Oh! Baby! Oh, damn! I know everyone in the chat was like, what the hell is this setup? Why are they being so nice? Literally, it's just funny. Night and day, of course, as you can see. And the thing is, the dude's 13, so he's like, you know, obviously making bank doing something, selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the back of school or something. But, you know, that's like the awkward, very rare occurrence where you meet someone on Tinder, they look like and they're like not too good, and then you meet him in person, you're like, oh damn, you're
Usually
actually
it's the
10.
opposite though. That's the thing. It's like pictures like can hide a lot, but then when you go,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you met someone, you like their personality, but their picture, you're like, damn, I don't know why I ever swiped right for that shit. And then you meet them in person, you're like, hot damn. But of course, that's never happened to me. But yeah, I think this setup is a great example of how you can go from shit. Like, let's be real, man. I think he knows too. That was shit to what it is now, and it's a great improvement. He still has a lot of storage. I mean, like a lot, and he has all that stuff in that corner still, but it's organized. It looks good. By the way, what is that? Like, is that like a snake?
Yeah.
Like a
but there's a
dead?
hole in the wall, so it's feeding something through.
It looks really gross. I couldn't really tell what it was. Like,
I think it's cable loom, but a really bad, like, weird looking cable loom.
It's kind of weird, but I love what he's going for here. He's got his dual setup still, which it didn't really specify what each one's for. Like, I would say, hey, left one's for primarily gaming, the right one's for school, but there's nothing that specifically states that. So, I mean, the dude, I really want to know where he got all the case, because he's got that, where he got all that case, where he got all that money, because he's got like the in-wing case, which looks like a really nice build. You know, it looks like he went from like poor to rich, you know, it hit him. Really, really like it, man. I would say cable management's good. Out of sight, out of mind's good. Of course, accessories, something I'm always going to talk about. I don't see speakers on either setup. I don't see, where are the headphones? You see headphones? I'm sure he has headphones.
Yeah, I think those are headphones right there.
Yeah, there we go. Contrast is your bitch sometime. But yeah, I think that it's great. It's nice. I don't think it's, had I not seen the first photo, I wouldn't say this setup like blows me away. I don't think that it's like holy crap. But knowing that he's 13, yeah, that adds more of like a whew. And it's good. It's straight to the point. It works. It's clean. It's effective. But I think maybe more color in terms of like theme. It's hard. You have wait, what the? I just had like a weird. Is that like an empty wall, or is that above the first?
It's a cutout in the wall, I think.
Yeah, it is. Okay, holy shit. For some reason, I thought that was just like blinds, and then I actually looked. But like, look at the first photo. It's like he has blinds there.
No, it might just look like the wall is like.
Was he like a receptionist at a doctor's office? That's
He's like, Mom, I know you own this office, but can I just renovate it real fast?
That's actually what I think of. Like, I think I get into the doctor's office. I go up to the lady. I'm like, yo, what up, ho? I got an appointment. She's like, what the
She's like, I can help you with that.
Yeah. Like, please hold. Like, oh my God. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see, like people are saying in chat, they thought that was. See, I'm not the only person. People are actually confused.
I could see how it's the hole in the wall.
I don't see it in the first photo though. The before photo. Look at the before photo.
I am looking right at it.
No, you weren't. Left side, top left corner. Yeah. Zoom in there. That does not look dimensional. That looks like some flat shit. And then you go to the next photo and it's like, oh, okay. I don't know. Jordan, I'm gonna have to get an email from you. Yeah, I thought a mirror, a window, a blind, something like that. Interesting. Definitely doctor's office vibe. But all right, next setup. I kind of gave it away because it says before, but damn it. Can't do a joke there. This is Reese's setup. He's 13. He's an average gamer, and apparently back in the day had no problem with herpes laying on his floor like that. I mean, that is actual cancer. I don't even know what you're going for there, buddy. And then you got the next photo, which looks like an after because it quite literally says after, but it's not the after, so spoiler. So, you know, stuff in the garbage can, blah, blah, blah. But this is what we're going to hope in the next photo. We're going to hope that PlayStation 4 and all that shit on the floor is going to go, right? Because that's what we want.
Yeah.
You know, we do not want that to be there. So I'm going to hope in the next photo that's gone. Now let's see it. God damn it. Damn it, Reese. The hell, man. Like, cool. The photo that we saw to this, he added speakers, he put his tablet there, things like that. But damn, the PlayStation 4, someone just said the PlayStation 4 foot warmer is still there. You know, the PC, I don't think that's awful, but I do think it could go somewhere else. And it's small enough to where it could have fit on the storage unit and look pretty cool. But, man, I don't like that. That's not good. That's not a good look. You have to understand, usability is like you just butchered your score by putting that there because unless you got some like advanced feat where you're like pulling discs out, like turning the damn thing on, it's not smart. You should have at least put something under it. That's what I would say. At least something under it. And also not have it directly where your feet are. Unless you're like actually using it as a foot warmer and it's pretty effective and you're not using it for anything else, then in that case, that's pretty good. Oh, Jesus.
That you said pretty good, and that's when
that is pretty good. But yeah, I think, the setup itself, first off, he's got everybody is here now. I can't do the voice anymore. Cookie Monster. Or Cookie Monster just sounds like this because...
Oh.
Yoda. Well, I can't do Yoda. BBA.
I'm a robot.
Oh, fucking robot. But yeah, I think it's a great setup in terms of like, okay, speakers are there, keyboard and mouse look really nice. He's got his Razer stuff, which cool.
I like how he has his controller stand. It's like he got a controller stand. No one ever gets a controller stand, but he can't put his PS4, the more important thing, on top of the thing.
Which that's why you put the PS4 on the storage bin, right? You put it there. You could put the controller stand on top of it. It's not gonna like suffocate the damn thing. Really just. I don't.
It's an easy fix too. It's not a bad setup.
And theme, I can't tell. First off, here's the other thing. I had to brighten the photo up because you asked him for better photos, but he's like, "Yeah, I bought a fast pass." I'm like, so this is the only photo we had. We were hoping to get one that showed what was on the wall. We can't tell. It's a poster, but
was it showing? I mean, yeah, it's like a skeletons or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I would say maybe a little bit more. You have still a lot of space. Maybe 2 small posters on the side, something like that. Maybe move the poster up a bit. It looks a little low.
Yeah.
But good setup. I like that you improved the garbage can at least and got rid of like your shoes and stuff. That's ideal. And that's not sarcastic. I mean, if you look at the last photo, it's pretty disgusting. So I think it's good. It's a good setup, but you just got to fix the underneath portion. The cable management improved. Kudos on that. That's really a big deal. You're 13, so I mean, good on you. But bottom stuff. You know what I'm saying, T?
Yep.
You good with that?
I'm very good with that.
Okay. Final set of the day, submitted by Dylan. Now, Dylan is 15. He loves to draw and considers himself a very clean and organized person. He uses his setup for playing games, recording and editing YouTube videos, and editing his school's website. The left side is productivity-based, like homework and drawing. And he's wondering what to do with the back wall right behind his monitor. And he's also thinking about upgrading his audio, but he's not sure what to do. So here's the thing. 15 years old, and he's got more shit than I do. I mean, like, that's a huge room. That's a big, that left desk is ginormous. I don't even want to know how long it is, because this dude has seriously a huge setup. And the third photo, his cable management's great. The only one you're seeing is going to the outlet and then going to the backup. Well, I think that's a router. Xfinity. So, wow, I mean, good job. Everything is nicely neat, blah blah blah. But I would probably move the router to like the right side, maybe on top of the computer or something like that, just so it's like you kick that, your internet's out. I mean, I bet the desk is pretty deep. It looks like it's deep.
Oh yeah, it's super deep.
Yeah, but like, at least put it up on something so it looks a little neater. When
he has a lot of real estate on his desk if he wants to put it on his desk. But I know people don't like routers. There's like, stay away from me.
Yeah, get out of here, bitch. But really, look at the desk. I guess I would assume, looking at the first photo, that you have it at the right spacing to where it works for you, but it just looks like everything's super close to you when it goes so deep. So like, I'd probably push the monitor back a little bit because you don't want your keyboard and mouse to literally go right there, especially when you have the room. I don't know if you agree with what I'm saying, Tom.
I can see that, yeah.
Like, it just looks like a little, like, oh.
Yeah, the monitor's not the biggest, so I mean, I understand having it closer up, so it's like you can see everything easier, but you could push it back a little bit more and it wouldn't hurt.
Mainly for the peripherals, I think.
Yeah.
Because it just looks like too close. But of course, you use it on a daily basis, you know what's more comfortable. Now, something else I would do, like the salt lamps are cool, but I think you want to get some isolation pads, maybe even some stands for the speakers that bring them up a little bit more so they're not hitting all the products on the desk directly, like it's going into the, obviously it's not like the sound is like, oh, I can't get past.
Over it, like,
yeah, like, God damn it. But making it a little more elevated, maybe even a stand bracket coming out of the wall would look sick,
like maybe in the corners going down or whatever.
Yeah, the cables will disappear into the wall. It'll provide, I think, better sound overall. and it would probably make it look a lot cooler. Now, I love that you have like the key lighting, track lighting, whatever they call it nowadays. I don't know. But if you just finish the foam, I think that'd be more than enough. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, why not just like, I think honestly, if you're not going to finish the foam, I'd probably take the foam down. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, it just looks awkward. Just
put like a really cool poster of your, because he says he does YouTube videos. Get like a big poster for your YouTube channel, put it there. That way the lighting hits it and it looks sick. But I love those kind of foam tiles. I know they could run a little expensive, but finish it up. That'll add a whole new dimension to the setup, and it'll really help like focusing.
I wish it was like two-tone though, like green and black or purple and black.
Yeah, but I think for this, doesn't it look a little more like professional?
Yeah, I could see that.
Because like I know what you mean, like people with blue setups, they have the blue one interchanging, but I feel like for him, he's going for like this very sort of professional adult look. I mean, look at the mixer, all that shit. It's crazy. So I think if he was to just fill up the wall, maybe get an ultra wide, because it looks like money's just spewing out. So ultra wide would look beautiful here, and that's all you need. If you're able to use a single monitor now, an ultra wide would be like the best thing in the world for you. The microphone behind the monitor, it is on an arm, but it doesn't look like it can really adjust it too much. So as long as you're getting good sound from that, I would say it's fine.
The camera's right there too, right underneath.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the placement of that, if I'm honest. I think it's actually, I mean, you're putting all this money into your like mixer and stuff, which that's a big mixer for one microphone. Look, literally one XLR is going into it. Like I get it, it looks cool. Which by the way, I think that could go in a better spot or be put somewhere where it actually like fits and it's not sideways. But I think the microphone could go in a better spot, raise up the speakers, the Soul amps, it's just, it looks like so far and kind of pointless. But, you got the Alexa, which, by the way, Alexa, Google Pornhub.com. Anyways, apparently that worked last time I did it. So, but yeah, I think, like things like the LED remote, Velcro it to the other side of the desk. You seem to love to do all those little things. So I'd work with that. But I think overall, like you want to work on the usability. The mixer, I'm trying to think where it could go. If you get crafty, maybe have a slide out drawer come out from under the part of your desk and just, have it right there. But it doesn't make a lot of sense, and it looks like overkill, and it kind of hurts what you're going for. But what do you do for theme? Is there a theme?
You got like Iron Man and like Deadpool and all that. But yeah, using that track lighting area to like do your theme would be ideal. I guess you could put posters on that wall over there, but I don't think it's necessary. I think like dividing your theme onto that, just your setup would work, and then having this as your work area where you don't need theme. Yeah, have to be in there. Yeah, I mean, since he's going for like the professional stuff, I never really say this, but I guess like some fake plants, some stuff like that. But I mean, really, the pop vinyls are really cool. You could add those throughout the setup too, because those are on his speakers. But I think really, finish the wall with the foam tiles, put the speakers up. If you put the speakers up, you could actually probably come up with a better solution for the mixer. Maybe move things back a little, and maybe find a better spot for for the microphone. Apparently, I just activated quite a few Alexas. So, yeah. Alexa, play Rick Roll by... Damn it, that's not the name of it. Oh, Alexa, play Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Bitch. Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, we gotta do scores. But really, Dylan, sick ass setup. You're 15. Yeah, 15. There's a lot of young kids today that have really nice setups.
Yeah, which is really sad, but also awesome. Brandon with a 50, nice. Anton with a 94. Matt with the 66. Kristoffer with the 76. Michael with the 68. Frank with the 44, nice. Raphael with the 74. Jordan with the 92. Reese with an 82, Dylan with an 86. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode number 195. We're live on February 21st, 2017. My name is Matt Philly. I'm Matt Philly, and as always, we're joined by producer Tom. We're doing the intro over again for some reason, but find them at Tom's Philly on Twitter. Go follow him and then tell him that he smells like what do you smell like, Tom?
I don't know.
Nature
Valley.
Nature Valley. You smell like a Poland Spring bottle.
Okay.
Okay, go tell him that. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We will see you on Thursday.